But what is happening to Nigeria? Is there leadership being felt everywhere? Has Nigeria a direction? Is everybody being given sense of belonging? Is all parts of Nigeria see us as leaders, as fathers? Do we care? Is everybody our own?
Hello, my great and wonderful people. How una day today? I hope all of una day well. Today, we get many videos for our table. We're going to one quickly the review to you concerning the things going to say they happen right now for inside this country, Nigeria. Yesterday, we bring you a recent interview when it say the main man of General Sani Abacha, when Inena Mustapha grant to Berekete family. And now we still get more when it say we need to review, because honestly, waiting this man the review. Now, deep secret going to be say every Nigerians need to get knowledge of. And also for the process of this very broadcast, it also review a lot of things when it be say everybody for Nigeria today see and say it be devil. The time when it be say it they defend Abacha. How true this word they? I believe you yourself would leave the question and answer for us for the comment section. And before we go on, I want to quickly beg you for one favor. I beg help us to like this video, because not the only way going to be say YouTube and Facebook will fit help us recommend these videos to each and every one of us all over the world. The more this video get likes, the more that they recommend them to people. Thank you so much for your support. Now I will leave you to watch this first one first. We'll come back for more.
We have up to 50 kilograms.
We have mountains of it
mountains
of it
of rhodium in southern Kaduna Plateau State.
In several states in Nigeria. Kaduna, even here in Suleja, we have it in Kuchiko village.
In Kuchikau?
Yes. We have them. So the issue is not that we don't have money. We have money, but the sincerity and then the knowledge, and then also the nerve.
Yeah, the nerve,
to protect Nigeria, yes. When you see candidates going abroad to pledge allegiance, it's already a show that things
you are going there to say, if I become president, I will do this. So please support me. Let me become president.
And now Nigerians that will vote such people are also buying into it. So the problem will continue if you vote such.
Thank you. Let's appreciate it.
Your Excellency, sir, you have spoken very well. And for committed Nigerians, I think they know their president from now. I want to ask that how do you feel by the ceding of Bakassi to Cameroon? Secondly, I want to also ask your plans for security of this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I am very grateful for this question. Bakassi first. In my career, in the 80s, I was among those who were sent there when the terrain was rough. We lost soldiers to snakes, pythons. We survived. We were not afraid of guns coming from Cameroon, soldiers and gendarmes. We were more scared of pythons.
In that place?
Yes. It's difficult to have to spend a day.
And the pythons were killing soldiers?
Swallowing soldiers. You can't all of you sleep anyhow. We look for dry leaves and plant them in that thick bush. I live there. If I can talk on Bakassi, I need days. And let me make it in a nutshell. What is Bakassi? Bakassi is an island made of two portions. One is called Ataabong East and Ataabong West. Put together, you make Bakassi. It's a high plateau, meaning from Bakassi, you're overseeing cross rivers, part of rivers, and Akwa Ibom. All the oil rigs in sea. Once you occupy Bakassi, you take control of it. It's a dangerous place to Nigeria's maritime security, in the sense that once you occupy Bakassi, Nigeria's maritime security as a whole, as a country, is in danger. Ships cannot come. So any day, any of these countries who have succeeded in robbing Nigeria out of it decides to sit there, then your maritime security is in danger. No ship comes. That I tell you, that aside. What makes Bakassi tick? Bakassi is one of the richest points on earth.
One of the richest points?
Anything in the eastern flank of Nigeria is exceptionally rich. Northeast, southeast, south-south, Bakassi. And some people traded it out deliberately. From prison, I wrote an 8-page letter handwritten to one of the chiefs of security in this country, and I challenge him responding to orders. A presidential order is one of the limitations of a commander-in-chief of a country when he tells you to go and hand over part of your country, even if it is an inch, to someone else, irrespective of where the order comes from. It negates oath of commission, oath of allegiance, oath of office. These three. But it happened in Nigeria because of interest. Remember, when they were taking it in court, people have forgotten that there was a build-up before of exhibits in World Court, knowing fully well that Bakassi was part of Nigeria. From whatever angle you look at it, Nigerians have never come to discuss about it. But then it was handed over. When that was going on, that was when Boko Haram was being funded. Nigerians were divided with the threats and the fear. And when that terror was being unleashed on Nigeria, they were busy handing over Bakassi. Who did it? What are the names of these Nigerians involved? What are the names of these companies? What are the names of these foreign unseen hands that have destroyed Nigeria from 1965? Is there any linkage? How come the intellectuals have not gone to do their homework? Where is what makes Nigeria's academia? Who are our historians? So we sit down, anybody can decide because he's on the throne, and then whatever he says, it becomes a holy book. It's a game going on. Bakassi has one of the largest, in fact, what is on Bakassi in terms of oil and gas alone? I don't think there's any person who can quantify. Number two, the shrimps, shrimps, is the best in the world.
The shrimps in Bakassi.
The shrimps in Bakassi, the former fishing companies of Nigeria, who used to give employment to numerous Nigerians, today can't go there, it's a no-go area. Is the best in the world. They take it to Europe, to Americas, to Far Asia. It's all from Bakassi. The fashion house in major countries who have been destroying Nigeria, they get their supplies from Bakassi. What are they? Ostrich, snakes, all the skins. The snakes you see there, you can't see them anywhere. Wristwatches, the leather, shoes, bags, whatever that adorn or that is supplying the world fashion markets in the world comes from Bakassi. We have been denied. And today, you cannot practically say that you are managing Nigeria's maritime security minus Bakassi. It's a minus. But then I asked two questions since I came out from prison. You lost Bakassi. Your navy is still in Calabar. You are not unmindful of what is called electronic warfare affecting your warships. What is the name of Nigeria? You lost Bakassi. You have not set back to redesign your national security. Who sold Bakassi? Let me tell you one of the games. There's too much, like I say, I need days to talk on Bakassi. When Bakassi was going on, when the matter was going on, a 419 was arranged. During end of the year, there was an arrangement by those who were prospecting to take it away from Nigeria. They sat down and in their evil mind created a gift of global maps, beautifully designed, beautifully done glove. And they gave it to all Nigerian leaders in our foreign embassies, those in here at home, ministers all over, including those defending Nigeria. And we are using it as something we appreciate as a gift. But when you sit down and look at the map, you see the international border boundary giving Bakassi to Cameroon.
Already.
But we are using it as authority because it's a gift. So even the gift given to us was an exhibit succeeding Bakassi to Cameroon. What's our name?
Nigeria.
How can you be submitting exhibits as a lawyer or as international lawyers of repute and you don't even understand this?
Oh, our lawyers that went to defend us.
That if they cited no, the other side cited that. They say your acceptance and admittance of the map you use yourself shows that Bakassi is part of Cameroon, not Nigeria. And it's an exhibit, and it happened today. The question is, by who? Another one, so that because it's too long, what were the origins or state of origin or nationality of the justices that presided over the matter. The majority are from where? Francophone. How many from the Anglophone? 1, 2. Where is that list? In France, 1714 or so that I talked about, one of it is that whatever is French interest, Francophone countries shall have it as their interest. They came and presided over a matter between themselves and us. They took it away. Whose fault? Did we ask? Did we challenge it? Another question is, who in Nigeria from the bar, from the bench, retired and those serving, from all our institutions, and our allies from from law perspective, that ask questions? Where is that judgment? What was the history of the proceedings? What was the history of the lodgement of exhibits? How many years did it take before 1999? By the year 2000, how many governments in the past filed exhibits? I, Mustapha, am aware of 19 professors of history that 19 who were consultants to Nigeria in the 90s, where exhibits were brought from all countries that colonized Cameroon. Numerous countries colonized Cameroon. All those countries produced documents. They were tendered, showing clearly the indigenous ethics, the activities in history. From Bakassi, from Calabar, most of them from royal family. Some of them up to Akwa Ibom. But today it's lost. And it is just like nothing. These are Nigerians. These are brothers and sisters. If God Almighty had wished, I would have been from Bakassi. Then I wouldn't have mouth to talk. But God created me a Nigerian, but the remaining Nigerians have neglected me because there are 1, 2 big men in Nigeria who decided to say some Nigerians are nothing but slaves or animals. And we take it as such. What makes us elite? How can I accept to be a leader if I know there is a part of Nigeria, no matter how small, and people are subjected as slaves, and I go to sleep? That is the worst, the height of hypocrisy. And it's unacceptable. If they did it to our people yesterday, this is Nigeria no longer. Whatever affects any Nigerian from any part of Nigeria, if you are a leader worth being called one, it has touched your flesh. You fight it. You defend it. You protect it. And if you have preventive measures, you prevent it. What is our name? How come we are not sensitive? What qualifies us as leaders? Who is supposed, what is the description of an elder statesman? A reliable, dependable, knowledgeable person with wisdom, the father of a country, the symbol of fatherhood, without hypocrisy, not a thief, not a liar, not somebody who compromises your country with some other forces outside. These are non-elder statesmen. Elder statesman description speaks for itself. So when we look at our leaders, we know who is an elder statesman. But any person we see a dog on one hand, we see a pig, and we all call them Rankededesa. What the hell is our name? Yesterday is gone. We should come out of the dark and then come into the light proper. And now know that Nigeria will begin a journey. And little on Bakassi. The last you talked about was on security, my brother. You know surgery? There will be surgery on Nigeria's security. I'm not mixing words. Nigeria's security, first of all, I said this somewhere, and to some people, they felt I pour hot water on them, and I'm repeating. The most dangerous thing you can do to any country is to allow the military and police to work together for more than 6 months on internal security. Anything after 6 months, you have demilitarized the military. You have militarized the police. And once the police is militarized, it's not needed to manage the general public. And once the military has now declined and become police, it's not needed, there is no military. So you have to reinvest, redirection, reintroduction, you have to re-energize them. You have to now look at your doctrine and know that the military shall have a new redefinition. The police, I, Mustapha, believe 1981 was when police got it wrong. When in the art of trying to do eye service to the then NPN, police took upon themselves some additional powers that were not constitutional. What were they? The powers of investigation. Police took it upon themselves alone. That is wrong. Police work, the primary assignment is there. Investigation is for another body. where to say when police go wrong themselves, they are subject of investigation, and that will be at the center. Then there will be sanity in the police. There will be sanity in the general public. The poor person can report to investigators. They investigate the agencies. Where you don't have mirror of reflection that checkmate your agencies, you are in for human rights abuses. Nigeria has been sick in this direction since 1981. We will do it. It doesn't matter whom we hurt. Keep that aside. You have all your resources littered. And many people have forgotten. And because of the propaganda and the literature that was circulated, why was Nigeria zoned into 6? Whose idea was it? The same Mustapha that people called names yesterday, we conceived this idea as far back as 1990. And it was a lesson. We zoned Nigeria into 6. And it is just not just draw a map. 6 states here, 6 states here, 7 here, 5 here. No. It's an in-depth homework. Our culture, our history, our soil in terms of agriculture came to mind to know that from this zone, there are some common issues joined together. Even in any profession you look at, from each of these zones, there are peculiarities and specialities. People thought it's just ordinary. No. So we zone Nigeria deliberately. So with this zoning, let me answer your question so I will not digress. On security, we shall have something called National Guard. National Guard should be of 4 types. National Guard for our borders. Even the National Guard for our borders are into 2. One, the conventional border monitoring. The other is border technical management. National Guard 1. National Guard 2 is forest. All our defined forests and mountains shall have a National Guard meant for that.
Including Zambisa.
Everywhere. I said in the first 6 months, I said, I will relocate from Villa to Zambisa. If I have business with the presidency, meet me there.
If you have anybody that has business with the presidency,
whosoever
should come to meet
even
you.
If it means sleeping in tent, I will relocate and be sleeping in tent. Sanity must be restored, and I give 6 months. I repeat, I give 6 months, and it does not matter what. Unless a leader is ready to take risk, he is ready to lead sincerely with the love of his country and fear of God. Everybody sits back in Nigeria. We know how it works. We know the deceit in some people. What they say is another thing, and what they do is totally the contrary. National Guard 2, I say forestry and mountains. National Guard 3 is management of our waterways on the land. Our water is a blessing, but then it's an obstacle. They have been using it in destroying Nigeria.
Our waterways.
Our waterways, that's where drugs moves. That's where weapons moves. That's where Boko Haram moves. That's where their logistics moves. That's where soldiers and police are on the road. They are moving by the waterways. They bypass them. When they feel like, they now come to the land, inflict pains and casualty and kill police, kill soldiers, like the railway that happened. It's not just there. They didn't come there. They came from somewhere to have disrupted that, shot people and left. That's why you can't see them. You had satellite before, but who took the satellite?
Nigerian satellite.
That is another matter, I will tell you. So number 4, National Guard, is the technical central monitoring point. Any part of Nigeria, the technical team can, and is also an additional, it's a helicopter swift response team. That's National Guard. So our soldiers can go regroup and then reform themselves. Our police will get reoriented, but internally we are tight. From our waters, there shall be something called Coastal Guard to support the Navy, to protect our resources at sea and all our oil rigs and oil activities, to also rehabilitate and give opportunity for our brothers and sisters who are in South-South, in Southwest, who are by the water, to now form part of this as stakeholders in managing Nigeria, to have that sense of belonging that is ours. That is on internal security. On another hand, the Joint Intelligence Bureau of Nigeria.
All right, my great and wonderful people. This Mustapha, he opened our mouth wide. As you dey listen to this man, and so we dey listen to him. It be like say Nigeria, as a nation, dey inside Mustapha belle. Abi, how you observe this man? I don't understand. See, we get people when they say they get eyes, but rather blind men take over the space of power. We get people when they say they get solution, but deaf and dumb don't become the order of the day. Can you just imagine? Just hear this Mustapha right from yesterday till now. We still get a lot. If we say we dey review the issue of Mustapha, I believe so now they see this man. Just imagine everything when they say this man, they talk one after the other. Just start from beginning to the end. If I say make I go by examination, truly, I know say people sometimes that they pretend though, but due to our observation, nobody dey intellectual more than Mustapha among the presidential candidates. Truly, by knowledge and by what we think they know and what to do, how to implement them. What will make this country great? Abi, na our ear they deceive us. I don't know. In case na our ear they deceive us, we they hear different from what you they hear. I beg, indicate them for the comment section. Because honestly, right from the time when we say we don't start to listen to this Mustapha, not be of recent, even the time when we say they get this issue of Abacha and all this Oputa panel and everything, till this recent time when we say this man don't come outside with full force, they review a lot of things. You will see and say this man, as in he don't already eat deep for the history of this country and the genesis of our trouble. Yes, this man, he understands a lot. Now, the reason why they say we they beg Nigerians, we need to rally around people like this. Not be until he become the president. No. If at all say he become the president, a good thing. If he don't become the president, no problem. We need to protect people like this because these people, they be killed to anybody when they say he get head, when he will sit down for the position of power. They fit collide with people like this to achieve greatness. If na Peter Obi, if he fit come bring this man on board and they work together as a team, because people like this, like Mustapha, now person when be say, I believe say, even though say he no win as a president of this country, he not become president of this country, he they willing to work with anybody when he be say yes, he eventually become the president. Most especially those on when he say they get head, like Peter Obi, like Omoyole Sowore. Apart from those two, we not get any other person when he say with the see among all of them. When he be say he will talk and he will allow people like this to exhibit waiting they know, bring out to light. We not see them. All right, my great and wonderful people. I will leave and make una share our own opinion with us in the comment section because honestly, if we say maybe we deliberate upon the issue of Mustapha today, even from now till next week and next month, we not will stop. Now you share your own opinion, waiting you observe concerning this man with us in the comment section, even as we draw the line here. All right, we'll see you when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.